tremendous.
Well, right now that giant is the ACC. The dominance that they've had. They get 6 teams that made the Sweet 16, a record 4 in the Elite 8. And remember, they poached from the Big East a couple of years ago as well, and a lot of those are Big East teams.
Yes. A lot of it has to do with football.
Yeah, that's right.
But the ACC, I think, made close to $40 million. So the rich continue to get richer. But the little guys, we get in the tournament, and it just turned, our program, our campus, and the people around it upside down with excitement. But with the ACC and the Big East, it's a business, and there's money to be made, and the big schools tend to make that money.
Well, you mentioned it. $40 million. As of right now, that's what the ACC has earned from their march through the NCAA.
Yeah, they went like 12-1, I think.
It's difficult for mid-majors to keep up with that. What are the challenges of mid-majors trying to distinguish themselves?
I mean, seriously, Mr. End is such a great coach.
I think it's like our team.
He's such a great
You have to be who you are. Once you try to be somebody that you're not, it's very hard to do. So we recruit against.
I mean, seriously, that he took a college that just didn't have anything before. He went like 15 and like 100, I think, before. He building a program out of nothing.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people maybe misunderstand who your recruits are. You're not recruiting against Seton Hall and St. John's and Villanova. You're recruiting against Wagner. You're recruiting against guys that are going to be at your level, more or less, or better than your level.
We recruit against our competitors in our conference, and we have great players in our conference, but we have to steal players, so to speak, from the MAC, the Atlantic 10.
Right.
There's a player right now that's leaving one of our conference teams that's getting recruited really right now as a transfer to the Big Ten and the Big East. So there are a lot of players nowadays, other than the elite, that can play in our league and all the way up to the Big East and the Big Ten.
And I think the idea, it seems like, for schools like Fairleigh Dickinson is you want to be the destination for your conference. You want to be the school that everybody in your conference wants to chase.
Well, we tell all of our recruits that we live in the shadow of the Empire State Building.
Right.
So that's and obviously Wagner can say the same thing in St. Francis and LIU, but we're in New Jersey. We have a great location. We have a great university, and now that you make the tournament, when we pick up the phone and call people and tell them that Fairleigh Dickinson is on the phone, they remember we were on the road to the Final Four here on CBS, and we were on television. Not as long as we wanted to be in the tournament, but that exposure is just absolutely priceless for our program and for the university.
Well, congrats on where this program has come from and where you are right now. You've been there. This is your 3rd season. Last year, it was a difficult season because at one point you lost 15 in a row. You weren't picked to be...
You're not supposed to.
I know. You weren't picked to be anywhere closer to like 9th or 10th in the league because you had so many young guys on the squad. But here you go. You make the NCAA tournament. In fact, this is something that you wrote on the whiteboard before the season even began. Your destination was going to be Dayton, which is the place where you would be playing in the NCAA tournament.
Our league, that's where you're going to, unless you have a 30-win season, you're going to probably go as a 16 or go to Dayton. And we have to have goals in life, and my team needed a goal. We had a really difficult season, and your team either splinters apart or gels together. And from the summer all the way up to March, our team has gotten closer and better. In January, we were 7-3, and the kids believed. And I think when you have a team where the players believe in themselves, then you have a good coach. If the coach believes in the players, then you got a desperate coach. And our players really believed in each other, and it was a very easy team to coach in January, February, and March.
Well, maybe it helped that they were all the same age.
They don't know any better.
That's true. You had the youngest team in the NCAA tournament, the 3rd youngest team in all of the nation, and you guys end up going to the NCAA tournament. Now you got a taste of it. I mean, these kids have to be wanting a bigger bite.
And we played like the youngest team. We played Florida Gulf Coast, and Joe Dooley's a great coach, and they played very, very well. But now that we're there, they want to get back. And as soon as we got off the charter plane and went back to the locker room, we reassessed our goals for next year. And it's to get there and to advance in the tournament. But we were treated so incredibly well, by the media, by the NCAA committee. We were the first team in the history of the NCAA